I'm Joe Wallace for Gearwire.com. We're at the Sennheiser booth at MusikMesse, and I'm with Stefan of Sennheiser, and we're talking about headset microphones. What do you have on display here?
We have on display here the so-called HSP headsets. They are called HSP because they stand for Headset Platinum. Platinum stands for the microphone capsule we're using because all those capsules are based on the famous MKE2 lavalier microphone from the Platinum series.
Now these mics are a little different. These are wireless headsets, but they're small and wiry. How did you get the construction down to such a small, lightweight size?
It was a tough challenge to do those microphones because in former days we used to have way more rugged, way much bigger, heavier headsets, but nowadays almost invisible headsets are used. They have to be light, they have to be invisible, and they have to sound good. So this was quite a big of a challenge, and we worked together with a manufacturer of glasses. And with the expertise of this manufacturer, we realized to build neck frames that even have a titanium ear bow that can be easily bended without breaking. And we were able to realize that very fine construction there. We are offering this headset in the meantime, believe it, in 24 different versions. This means in 2 different colors, 2 different polar patterns, 2 different sizes, and 3 different cable options. So we offer omnidirectional microphones. We call them HSP2. The 2 stands traditionally for omnidirectional microphones in the Sennheiser catalog, while the 4 stands traditionally for cardioid polar pattern. So for example, I've got an HSP4 here. All our HSP microphones have a modular design. They can be easily disassembled, and everything is available as a spare part. So this boom arm is a separate part, the neck frame is a separate part, and the cable is a separate part. So depending on the shape of your head, we're offering two different circumferences. Depending if you're on a loud rock and roll stage, you want to do vocals, or if you want to do a presentation, we offer 2 different types of polar patterns. The rock and roll version is a cardioid microphone with a gooseneck section here, an inbuilt windscreen, and a more rugged boom arm than the version we normally offer for television, with a very thin one with an omnidirectional caption. You can mount to this neck frame 2 types of boom arms, the larger one with the cardioid and the finer one with the omni. You can mount it to the left or to the right side, depending, for example, on the camera position. In this case, you may prefer the left side of the boom arm. Oops. The cables are offered also on different connectors. For Evolution Wireless series, we need a 3.5 connector, 3.5 millimeters with a locking screw. While in case of our professional systems, we have a special type connector compatible to the Limo connectors with a very thin Teflon reinforced cable. It's a very simple construction. We can plug on a cable, assembly the microphone, we're done. Important for us was to have a detachable cable because pretty often cables break. And in a lot of cases you have to throw away your very expensive headset microphone just because the cable broke. Or in other applications like theaters, musicals, or TV situations, you'd like to run the cable underneath your clothes. And you can run the cable underneath your clothes and detach the headset as long as you do not need it, maybe to refresh the hairstyling, maybe to refresh the makeup, and afterwards you can simply connect the the head mic to the cable again and continue with your performance.
Thank you very much. We've been talking about head mics at the Sennheiser booth. I'm Joe Wallace for Gearwire.com.